can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you want to do.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Trask to throw it. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trask. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Now the veteran of a handful of teams, it's Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, check that streak, go!
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hey, check that.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
19 tight, hustle.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Pat the 60.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash Broncos. 18, Pioneer.
Delson in motion.
Check, smash.
Slot man moves right. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hey, Crash.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Third and 4.
Mustang 19.
And Stroud now to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Come on, set. Ready.
Stroud. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Houston. And CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now looks like Trask. He's going to change it up. Opting to run again here with White. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go. Here's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from White. Stays on his feet, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They run straight ahead here with White. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Trask going to get this complete out wide. Touchdown! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have retaken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Buccaneers 10, Texans 7.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Stroud to throw it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Stroud looking to throw. Open right side, complete to Rager.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 9. Throwing. Trask.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now Trask going to shift things around a bit.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
That's taken in by Palmer.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Trask.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Here's Trask.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
A fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there.
And the Texans will take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Seven Pirates.
Throwing now is Stroud. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
On 1st and 10, Trask. Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 27-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw is Trask.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Setting to throw. Here's Trask.
This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He finds his man complete. It's Jenkins. And down he'll go at the 25.
On the bootleg, Stroud
Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Come on, come on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready, ready.
Here's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Let's go!
Now Stroud.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60! Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready?
The throwing again is Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles
continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over here up near the 40.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Stroud out of the gun here. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Play action. Stroud now. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First down, Trask. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Trask, he wants to change the play.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Trask now.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Trask to throw it.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were a standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Taking down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
On the handoff, this is White.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Trask.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing the ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 17 of the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
In motion right, that's Dell. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, And that means 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Ready! Alert! Alert!
Jacobs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Trask. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And some room to run now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A give running right is Evans.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer. Let's go.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is caught by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Again, it's Trask.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Trask. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
It's caught. This is White. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Trask. That's complete to Palmer.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Evans, the man in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He's got some room to operate.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Buccaneers 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
3rd and 5. To throw is Trask. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Ready.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Stroud now to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
First down, here's White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Mayfield looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Buccaneers, 27.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
On second down, Evans looking for space.
And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Rig alert! Rig alert!
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Hurry!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Okay, break. Go.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back. Run it back.